Hello, welcome to Akihabara. I am Go-Iru, today's your guide for bike taxi tour. Today's driver is Miss Zhu. What image do you have about Akihabara, an electric town or a mixture of otaku or subculture? Today I'd like to introduce to you a edition of Akihabara through the history and the culture. Well, you are taking in both the real view around you and the image on the screen in front of you. Before start the tour, let me share some rules of this tour. First, please stay at your seat for your safety. Second, you can take pictures during the tour. However, please don't take any direct pictures of passengers as well as girls in mind custom handing out flyer on the streets. Third, please refrain from posting pictures on SNS if you can see the face of passengers and girls earlier on them. At one place during the tour, you will get off the taxi and wear VR headset to enjoy 360 degrees VR video. Please look at the picture on the screen. This is Kanda Market nearby Akihabara in Edo area from 1603 to 1867, when samurai and shogun ruled Japan. A market included merchant houses. It looked like a small town. Move the next picture. Many second-hand kimono shops were landed along Kanda River nearby. It was the center of fashion just like today's Harajuku. In the Meiji period, the government aimed for modernization of Japan and introduced the railway system. The railway had built from Ueno to Tokyo, Tohoku, the northeast rim of Honshu Island. Watch a map on the screen. Can you see a blue line? It's Kanda River in traveling direction. The blue square part on the right side is a base for small ships, where now Yodobashi Akiba building stands. Please look at your left side. There is a small park. It used to be the changing country in the basin and the river. Can you see short cliffs made of light brown stone at your lower left? They used to be main pyramids of Sakuma Bridge, built over the change at that time. Goods such as woods and traveling from Tohoku were transported to Akihabara Freight Station by railway and shipped from there to every place in Tokyo. Later, cars became a national mode of transportation and rivers or mountain was retreat of covered by roads. Now I will tell you the brief history of Akihabara after the World War II. Please look at the screen again. When GHQ began an open-air market in 1949, vendors moved to the place under the elevated Sob Line Railway, where was offered by Tokyo government and Japan National Railway. This is the orange of Paris Market, and Akihabara as the electric town. The period comes after the war brought about mass production and modern competition and houses appreciation boom. In 1970s, the first PC shop was opened. The advancement of computers changed Akihabara dramatically. In 1970, Sony released Walkman, the forerunner of Japan brand product featuring miniaturization and high functionality. In 1980s, Made in Japan brand became acknowledged by the world. People from the world visited Akihabara for extract application, and duty-free shops increased. Akihabara's electric tram became globally famous. At the same time, PC game devices such as Nintendo game software were becoming popular. In 1990s, since Microsoft Windows 95 PC appeared, PC became widespread reappeared. Thus, manga and anime power element of subculture came into Akihabara with otaku who love PCs, games, anime, manga very much. Since 2001, shops anime and otaku increased replete. In 2005, AKB48, an idol group, was formed. It expected the new image of idol. The idol changed the supported by locals. Akihabara is such a rich ground where new trends and culture are born. Now some genres replace subculture from Akihabara. Once used with never-nouns have become posted and general terms. Akihabara boasts the kawaii or culture and developed it into Moikawa new trend. In 2000, Tokyo government installed Tokyo Plan 2000 and the Tokyo government relaxed urban development guidelines for the Akihabara area. Now you will see the letters ATRE1 ATRE1 on the building just in front of you. It is a station building opened in 2012. This improved the image of Akihabara Station. A lot of that female visitors feel comfortable. Events connected with animation are often held here. Step on here and you will realize now you are in Akihabara. On the left-hand side is the Akihabara Radio Kaikan, the most well-known landmark in Akihabara with big yellow sign. If you took a look at the shops inside, you can tell what are now in Akihabara. This is the very brief birth of PC in Japan, where NEC sold the first Macau computer kit named TK-80 in 1976. Present Radio Kaikan hosts many pop culture shops recently in Akihabara. Let me introduce some of them. Please watch the screen. The first shop is Card Love, a shop of Toreka or trading card. There are Toreka section and a drop space. At the Toreka station, many trading cards are displayed indirectly. Please notice the price of each card, from a few dozen of yen to tens of thousands of yen. The difference is surprising. This difference tells you the need of a card, or related and popular of each card. This is a dual space. You may have a chance to watch a heated match here. Trading card game was originally created in the US. The first game made in Japan was a Pokemon card game in 1996. Later anime Pokemon was produced and became popular. It often happens that popular card games developed into other fields. Popular trading card games have many players all over the world, including professionals. Move on to next shop, Azon on the 7th floor, a shop of doors. Door shops offer parts and items to assemble. Only one door in the world for your own. You can choose animatronic face or realistic face with eyeballs. Doors have fans of wide range from otaku who love anime correctly to lover of classic doors. Door owners enjoy posing their jointed door, changing clothes and hear doors of them. While some owners make clothes for their doors, many come to Azon for surprising excitement and find dresses, accessories, and small items. Next is a stop on the second floor. This is a shop of rental showcase service. Very familiar business in Akihabara. You can rent a showcase in the shop and display and sell whatever you like using that space. You pay every month and sales come to the shop. In Akihabara, however expensive, you will pay for what you really want, and whatever will sell it if it had need. Lastly, let's see the Akihabara gift shop on the ground floor. You can buy the goods with Akihabara-ish carried on them and goods in seasons, as well as popular sweets among foreigner visitors. Look at your right side inside of the building in Parts Market, where the street vendors moved after the war. There is no other place in the world where electric parts and diverse shops concentrate like this. Everybody enjoys making things by hand. That contributes to the technical development of Japan. One thing you can't miss here is the first Sony Walkman TPS L2. It is the memorable forever of Japan brand product floating, miniaturization and high factory. Two small Shinto areas are placed here. You see a lot of duty-free store buildings around the station. In front of you is Chuo Central Street. This is the main street of Akihabara with a very image of a measure of otaku. Some visitors come to Akihabara to just take pictures of the street and get satisfied. However, in old days, when Tokyo was called Edo, this was the highway for forgot the cameraman when he visited Kanneji, his family temple in Ueno. Once there was mountain Now coming into view in traveling direction is Bansei Bridge over Kanda River. Behind the bridge, can you see red brick arch contraction? That is the elevator railway of a present JR Chuo line. The first Bansei station was built in 1912, designed by Tatsuno King, the famous architect who also designed Tokyo Station. It was a beautiful building in Tatsuno style, characterized by with the bands, red brick and cross. Being a tram station where passengers changed trains for tram, the seat was always built with many people. Now Bansei Station was rebuilt as a shopping factory named Machi Ekuto and opened it in 2013. The old red brick arcade and stairs is extended to the factory, where shops and cafes offer currently tasted around your interest culinary. In 1919, Chuo Line was extended to Tokyo Station. This made Bansei Station an intermediate station with fewer passengers than before. In 1923, the first station building was brought down in the wake of the Great Kanto earthquake. The second Grakchen station building was completed in 1925. In 1936, Railway Museum was annexed to the station while station area was directly reduced. In 1943, Bansei Station finally shut its doors. In 1948, Railway Museum changed its name to Transportation Museum and was loved by many railway fans and children. In 2006, the museum was closed and now located in Saitama City. Look at in front of you. You can see only viaduct of the Sob line. Please look at the screen. The picture shows Akihabara when the Sob line was built. The viaduct in front is the only viaduct, and another beautiful large shape one on right side is the Otagocho viaduct. You can see that later. The elevated railway of the Sob line was expanded from Ryogoku to Ochanomizu in 1932. More than 70 years has passed and Akihabara has changed a lot since then. The taxi is going around the back street where it's always busy with deep otaku and engineers coming and going, and lined with professional specialty shops which can meet their demands. Now Toyo Kesoki Land is coming into view on your left side. This is a store special in Minshur. This is you will find any kinds of mission equipment you may need at this store. Among shops in Akihabara where you can expect varied knowledge salespersons, this may be the only one with a super special title connoisseur who you can consider for anything about mutual interest. Next is the bar gauge, which is run by Toyo Sokuki. How about a glass of drink with direct fruits in season? Old gauge and measure instruments are on display inside of the bar. Now on your right side is the elevated railway of the Sob line. The reason why so many railways were elected was because Meiji government orders as such in order to avoid obstruction tracked by laying railroad on the ground. So you can see beautiful large-shaped Hadagocho variant. Please look up your right upper side when the taxi turns to the left. Its bright green color is beautiful, isn't it? And the red brick arch which is in the front of you, it becomes a part of a familiar sight, and people forgot its view. But those arches were built in more than 100 years ago. Next, let me introduce so-called idol contour in Akihabara. Please look at the screen. On the 7th floor of Baseball Building with a red sign brought up ahead of your right on the other side of the street, PARMS Theaters is located. There you can see the performance of popular idol groups such as Kamen Joshi or Moscow Girls now on the screen. Speaking of idol group, the most famous one in Akihabara is AKB48. For the past olden years or so, Akihabara is a town where not only items, but also idols are produced. The way enjoys the fans chipped up their idols with shows and performance became well known and popular as otaki, as those fans are called idol otaku. However, while the otake went, otaku don't bomb each other up in small space. Just like traditional dance of Maiko-san, performed in space of only 0.8 square meters. Soon you will enjoy VR experience at Onoden, where we passed by at Chuo Street. Onoden is a duty-free store and electric rail store. Onoden is not only in products aimed at visitors from foreign countries, but also from Japan. For example, Japanese traditional craft sector is on the ground floor. The second and third floor are home appliances section. You will find most things you need here and enjoy shopping, comfortable with kind help of store staff. The fourth floor is pop culture station where all shops deal in pop culture related goods that represent today's Akihabara. By the way, on the ground floor of Onoden building, Akiba TV student, an open student from where YouTube station broadcast Akiba TV. Here, you are going to enjoy VR experiences. Welcome back to your real world. How did you enjoy VR experiences? The taxi is going toward the back street, where it's always busy with deep otaku and engineers coming and going, and lighted with professional special shops which can meet their demands. It in this case, Gentry of Akihabara is a town of hobby, interest, and territory. Now please watch the screen. This is Kotobukiya, one of the top finger and application mold makers in Japan. Established 70 years ago. Kotobukiya has items related to major works of movies, games, and anime such as Star Wars, Final Fantasy, Still Heavy anime that you can't find easy in other shops in Akihabara. Left in front of you is Kotobukiya. And look up the right side. Can you see the colorful thin board of Super Potato? Super Potato is a well-known retail video game shop in and out of Japan. It houses treasures for classic video game lovers, such as original PlayStation, PlayStation 2, classic game country, Nintendo Family, computers, and Sega Mega Drive. The street in front of you is Kanda-Myojin Shinda Street. When you go ahead this street to the left, you will reach Kanda-Myojin Shire. Can you see a building cross the road with cute pink ribbon and heart-shaped object? That is the mark of At Home Cafe, the main cafe you visited in their video. Maid Cafe is a must place to visit to Japan pop culture fans, and introduced even in built man, probably in foreign countries. Thus, Japanese traditional culture under it such as fun mind like Mind Cafe, whose minds are very cute and kawaii. Japan has tradition that people view very young children as they are pure and innocent. Mind Cafe was born and developed in Japan because of those culture and tradition. By the way, do you know esports? Esports is a prevention of electric sports and a form of competition using computer games or video games. Esports is not so much famous in Japan yet. However, its player population is more than 100 million in the world, and in some countries like USA, professional gamers are reckoned to be professional sports players. Sophomore Akiba Professor Computer and Direct Store on your left side has esports studio Akiba on the 7th floor. The second building from Sophomore is Jijon. Jijon is a gaming motion brand Japanese PC maker, mouse computer. PC market was lackluster a few years ago, but recently it is getting scorched again. One factor is how demand for PC with natural space for virtual meetings, telework, or remote work under the coronavirus pandemic. If you have no idea about present video game, please make a visit to Jichun and your impression of video game will totally change. The word esports came into use in 2000. In 2011, the first esports Japan Cup was held. In the USA, the International 2017 was held and it took money was $24 million. The first winner got about $10 million. Some of professional esports players earn more than several hundred million per year. Market size of esports in the world is said to be 140 billion. Japan is backward country in terms of esports, and it means you can expect an increase in the size of the market in the future. Here, I give you a quiz. It is very popular in Akihabara and you see it everywhere. What is it? The answer is a gachapon or computer machine, the machine that you insert coins into a suit and turn the lever, and pop out a ball-shaped computer with a toy inside. On the left-hand side, gachapon kaigan with yellow sign is coming into view. Inner walls of gachapon kaigan are accompanied by Gachapon is very popular among foreign visitors too. What attracts people? First, it's expensive. Second, there are a lot of unique products with good humor such as riding interest, fruits, zombie, too much free sprintage, the state of labor. On the top of that, items are very high quality. Somehow, Japanese people are affected by elaborate-made small things or miniatures. Whatever you get, you will be surprised at their high quality. It's always a trend to turn a lever, wishing you can get the one you like. Be careful, you may spend too much money. After turning at the corner, you will see a cable shop on the right-hand side. This Star Cable first started as a food truck in Akihabara, and now they turn their own shop in the back street. This is a type express story in Akihabara, and the goal is to open a business at Main Street. By the way, when you hear Akihabara, an idol group AKB By the way, when you hear Akihabara, an idol group AKB48 comes to most of the Japanese people. It was formed in 2005 by music producer Yasushi Akimoto. who wanted to create a group of idols you can meet among They performed every day on the stage and held events to interview its fans. Now it has become a national popular group and idols you can hear meet. There are many Don Quixote, the name of a large discount change store. This Akihabara branch is well known as the birthplace of AKB48. And AKB48 Darius is located on the 8th floor. There are many sister groups of AKB48 not only in Japan, but also overseas. In Japan, there are SKE48 in Sakai in Nagoya, NMB48 in Namba in Osaka, HKT48 in Hakata in Fukuoka. Overseas, JKT48 in Jakarta, Indonesia, MNL48 in Manila, the Philippines. By the way, do you know the animation movie Suit Gundam? The first series was aired in 1979. Since then, new series were made one after another to be aired on TV or screened, really long-running anime workers. Just like Star Wars movies, there are many fans who say they have grown with Gundam series. Gundam was an epoch-making work in the terms of its recurrent and completed story and setting, when each explained in most anime series was complete story. From 1928 to 1989, Kanda Vegetable and Fruit Market, the biggest one in Japan, was located around here. After the market moved, this area was rebuilt as an IT hub named Crossfield and opened it in 2006. There is a Gundam cafe in the area called Crossfield located in the training direction. Please watch the screen. The cafe is divided into 4 areas. Zen-zone dinner. Tokyo is a hands-on dinner, where you can feel as if you were a minute over of the sale. Restaurant area is a restaurant with a meal high inside a spell boutique shop of the early election. On the right side, under the left railway, can you find Gundam Cafe? The railway company, JR East, has been promising to make a good use of under the left railway. All since Kansai Akihabara shares its history with the railway, viaduct, and the attraction of the town lives under the viaduct. Let's see some interesting shops under the elevated railway. First, Chabala, a variety of food all over Japan are carefully secreted by buyer and gathered here. Chabala was named after Yachaba, a vegetable and fruit market, and Akihabara. Shikubes Akioka is a computer factory opened in 2019, which always serves you with new discoveries and great buys. At the base where you can seek through, it offers various kinds of shops featuring in your hobby, a cafe and a hotel. I will show you some shops. Right side is a Hitachi Bio Tokyo Direct, a whiskey direct and dinner bar. You can enjoy whiskey and electrical beer made of their own wood. Watch the screen please. This is second base. A camera shop director maker by Sonos Camera, which was established in 1975. This shop sells many private cameras and interesting lessons. If you bring your own camera, you can try to the arch attend to your camera's body. They also offer developing and bringing service. Next, Rikando Akihabara shop. It is a shop specializing in pearl-owned CDs and records. Move on. Next shop, Final Store, director managed by Final, a Japanese earphone and headphone company. Those stylish and high-grade house brand earphones are worth seeing. The earphones you used in VR expensive today are offered by this shop. Let's see next Tokyo Video Games, a cafe and a bar. It looks like a record game crowd. You can enjoy playing games and go out here. Then please look at the right-hand side. There is Akihabara branch of Taigo Labo, a Taigo or Japanese drama school of the largest since in the world. Return stick and trio lessons are available here. Beat Taigo, speed a lot, and relieve stress and get refreshed. Then I will tell you the origin of the name of Akihabara. Tokyo frequently has fire since Edo period. Nothing had changed even in Meiji period, and there was a terrible fire in 1869. After the fire, the place around here was allowed to be a fire break. In the space, a Shindoshi area was built and 3 details who prevent fires were evacuated from the imperial place and ensured. However, people misunderstood that Akiba Daigogen, a famous deity who professed fire, was enshrouded, so people called the share Akiba-sama and this area Akiba-goden and Harappa or Akibapara, meaning the field of the Akiba Daigogen share. Hara in Japanese means field or open space. This is the origin of the name Akihabara. People in other countries are often considered manga or anime for small children, but in Japan, adults also enjoy manga and anime. There have been amakimono or enclosed hand scrolls that depict stories with pictures and text for more than 100 years in Japan. People enjoy the stories following drawing and text decoding amakimono. You may call this a hand-operated animated movie. The amakimono of the tale of Genji is well done and designed as a national treasure. Another national treasure, Chuo Jinbutsu Giga, is said to be the oldest manga in the season of computer pictures and teachings. The front left side of you is Yodobashi camera, multimeter Akiba. Yodobashi camera is a major Japanese interchange special in PCs, cameras, and photographic equipment. and this is the second largest store in Japan after Umeda Store in Osaka. My tour guide friends often say this building has a black hole because some of their guests have disappeared in the building and never come back again. The guests who for chance could come back alive would say they don't understand why they were late for the meeting time. Now there is an entrance to the Tsukuba Express Akihabara station on your right side. Tsukuba Express went into operation in 2005, linking between IT town Akihabara and the Tsukuba Saisen city in 45 minutes. Now our tour has come to an end. How was the tour? Did you enjoy it? We are so glad if the tour could accommodate the region of Akihabara. We would appreciate if you could take a few minutes to fill out a questionnaire before leaving. Thank you for joining the tour. Please come back to Rio Akihabara next time.